Friday! Welcome to the roundup. I hope everyone is doing well.
And we are having a good night. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all well. It is bloody freezing, and I'm not a fan of it, and it's doing my head in. When is the warm weather coming? I want it here now because it's doing my head in. I'm all right, John. How are you, mate? Evening, Jazz. How you doing? Dannington, how you doing, mate? Yeah, don't say the F word. I know it's sleep tomorrow. I just don't want it. All right, kid. How are you doing? Evening, Daddy. I hope me muckers hi there. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is well and in a good mood. And it feels a little bit odd this week because it was only the start of the week that I did a deadline day stream. And where the hell has this week gone? Because this week has just flown by. And we managed to make a signing still. Got Hasu in, which is brilliant. I'm going to butcher his name, so Lilo, I really apologize for that. I'm going to absolutely butcher your name so many times left and right. Yeah, it has. That's the thing, Liam. I was looking at it the other day and I was like, oh, God, this week has gone. Monday was deadline day, and now we're into Friday already. Ian, my sugar Jenny, how you doing, my friend? Ian and Nat, how you doing? Ian and Liz, how are you? I hope you're well. But yeah, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it? A lot of the rumours were going around Wednesday night about Bannon, and the rumour is it's a broken foot. If it's a broken foot, he's not playing for 6 to 8 weeks. Like, generally, he's not playing for 6 to 8 weeks. That's him out. And you know what? We have to learn to play without him. It sounds daft saying that, but we have to learn how to play with a Barry Bannon. Mental health check-in, please, people. I want to make sure my community is fine. I am about a 6 today, maybe a 7. Are you cold? I think it might be time to give in and give us a battery. No! Never doing a deadline bath stream, Liam. I get the joke, but no. That would end in disaster. I know it would. I would say, bye-bye, YouTube channel. Interesting numbers as well. Soko gets 16 and Rayo gets 28. And we've got Rayo on the back of the shirt. So we haven't got Hatsu. We've got Rayo, which is interesting. 7 for Tom, 6 for Nat, 7.5 for John, 5 for Dannington, 7.10 for Dannington. I said that already. So Johnson's out of favour. I don't know if Johnson's out of favour or it mainly to give him a kick up the arse. I think it's to kind of go, look, I've got cover now. Come on, let us show. Because he dropped off since November. He has not been the same player since November. And there's a lot of personal stuff he's been going through, which I'm not going to put out there. That's his stuff. I don't agree on it. But it's that whole thing. Names are kind of the other. Yeah, it is. They always do first name first, don't they? They normally do first name. But looking in the Japanese market, I like this. I think this is really smart strategy by Wednesday. My name is Leo Hosei. So it's Hosei, which I will try and see to get right. Marvin don't look for that, but he hasn't. And I think this might give him a bit of competition. I think competition will be really good for him because for the longest time, he's had no one to fight him for that place. He just hasn't. He just not had no one to really fight for that place. And it's that whole situation, when you look at it, it's interesting. Longest serving manager in the championship. Danny Rule is on it on 483 days. Jesus Christ. Ian, DJ, I hope you get better, mate, with your mental health. I know you're struggling at the minute, mate, and I know it's not good. Marvin is probably he is a bit knackered, but he does have a couple of things going off behind the scenes that are not football related, and I'm not going to put it out there. I know bits of it, but I'm not going to do out about it or say out about it because that's private life. But we got to remember, players are human as well, and it's one of those things when you look at the situation. I think Hausu coming in, it can be really good. I think it's a really good for Leo to come in, give that competition, do well. And yeah, were we gutted we didn't get anyone on deadline day? Yeah. I like to have a stream where I go, and breaking news, Sheffield Wednesday just signed such and such. But at the end of the day, we try to get people in. Sissoko makes me happy with numbers. 16, mine lucky number as well. I've got 16 and 41, obviously. I'm looking at weird stuff like that makes you like it. Like, yeah, I saw it, I was happy. Hope things pick up soon. I call him Hoot Sweet, Hot Sweet. I don't know about what this club is, but for me, as somebody who's highly dyslexic and reads stuff as how it's written, it's difficult. But it was good that they got a video. It could have been a little bit longer, would have been the way you pronounce it. But it sounds like he got a good grasp of English as well, which is good. So we're not going to have that situation where we're having to see what happens there and how everything goes. Remember to vote for Josh Windass for goal of the month for January. I don't think there was anything better than his in the championship. So, yeah, vote for that. White yours? Birthday, mate. 16th. Same. Mine for birthday. October. I'm exactly the same, Liv. 16th. It's my birthday number, so I always like it. But you know what? The little things that I think are starting to look good in Wednesday thing. One of the things I noticed on the Gasama video they did, the day in the life video, which I liked. I thought that was really good. And the thing with that day in the life video, I didn't realize Gasama was a dad. But the one thing I noticed, you noticed when they were doing training, there were covers on the training pitch. And I don't think I've ever seen us have covers on the training pitch. I think we've always left them bare. Like, whenever I've seen it, I think it's always been bare. So that's interesting. Just to add to your difficulties, the correct form of address of a man we call Chansu would actually be Mr. Deschon. I can say Deschon because I've heard it a lot. Happy now we're signing, then I want Monday. Time to select and looking at other clubs. Still could have done better, but the thing is, it was a free. If you remember correctly, it was a free on my transfer score of it. And I said, if we get Hatsu in, or Hatsu? That's it, anyway. If we got him in, it would go for 5. So it's 5 now, and I think that's fair enough. But we did go for centre-backs, and we got turned down by a lot of them because players and clubs especially, started to get injuries. So the players who would have normally been able to go, and Premier League loan, they don't normally leave until the deadline day if it's someone you're looking at. And it's a shame. All right, Jake Powell just playing GTA 5. Nice. What's PS5 portal like? I've heard good things about it. Everyone seems to be happy at the club. All the players click really well. It makes me happy. We've got a team. I think we've got a big team of people who are fighting for the same cause. They're all looking at the same thing, so it's interesting to see. And I thought Stuart Armstrong's interview where he said he fit, and I'd be interested to see what they do on Saturday for Team Sheet, because you're not going to play Bannon. If Bannon's having scans, you're not going to touch it. Ian and Daniel, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. If Bannon's having to have scans and wait for specialists and stuff, you're not playing him. So maybe it's a time for you see Stuart Armstrong come in, or maybe, right? Maybe you play Ingleson in that position. Ingleson and Charles, because I want to see that. SAFC. I've got to finish in mid-table, mate. I've got to finish in about 10th, 11th. That's where I said we will be at the start of the season. Where you got yourself finishing? Are you going up? Still got to finish it. I still got to finish about 10th. Baggy's look will be looking for revenge too after the way. Yes, they will. New manager, though, remember. They've got Tony Mowbray in. And them getting Adam Armstrong in on deadline day was a stroke of genius. Because I wasn't expecting someone like him to leave. I wasn't expecting any of Southampton players to leave, to be fair, on that deadline day. Because they were short, especially up top. But they will be looking for revenge. And I like Tony Mowbray as the manager. I hope we got what we need to get. You should do. You're playing good football. You should do. You should have enough to get out. But that top 3 race is interesting. Like, generally. Oh, Suzuko's done a interview about how his day's been for a couple of days, which is good. I'll have a look at that later. But I will be interested to see what Wednesday do at the weekend, because I'm intrigued. I am generally intrigued how Wednesday are going to attack this last little bit of the season, because I personally think there's a good way of doing it. They'll be sore after losing to Plymouth as well. Yeah, same. It has a rectangular screen with 2 controls. Almost. I've seen them and I've just not played one. And I'll be honest with you, I did look at buying one at one point, but I don't need one. I've got enough of that kind of stuff. If I were traveling more, yes, but I don't really travel that much. But they look good. But I am intrigued to see what when to do. You do have a coming up soon. We got you and Burnley back to back, which I'm not particularly happy about. I think it could be a nightmare for us. 38 people watching, 12 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Let me just put this on Blue Sky because I haven't done that yet. But I thought Danny spoke well. He had a good one. I think it's interesting to see what he's going to do. The game is a 6 point. I just realised how massive West Brom. Oh, it's a big game. That's the thing. When you look at it, you don't think it's a big deal as a game. But then you realise it's 2 points between the two. And it could be one of the ones that separate one of them from playoffs. I read that. The game is... Yeah, I've read that. Battle of Armstrong winning to playoffs, no pressure. Yeah. A win would be exciting for the playoff rate. It would. It's actually Sissoko. I think Danny will get the best out of him. I hope he can get up to fit. Yeah, I think he can. I think he'll be he'll be that flair player we didn't have for most of this season. He'll be this season pervader. Minus the injuries. Touch wood. So it's interesting. His name is Rare and he comes up from the shore. He takes a deadly free kick. Watching and positive. He'll go a Rare running down the room. Defensive player, but excellent. Will bring. Not bad. I had to make a Rockstar game account to play in the main story. All right, fair enough. One of the things I've got is that Rayo looks absolutely fantastic on dead ball situations and corners. And maybe we got someone who comes in to do that. He's a left winger, yeah. So he is basically competition for Marvin Johnson's spot. He's a left wing back. So he's not a winger, but he's a left wing back. But he's a natural left wing back. Because that's what we don't have. We actually don't have a natural left wing back properly. And we've got one now. Can you imagine how incredible the team is going to be when we get Femero back from injury? If you play cards right, you can get... The thing is, I think that's another reason where we didn't really go hard on the whole defensive player. I would have done just to have that cover, but I think they were hoping Akin would be back a little bit quicker than he would be. Baz being potentially injured is not what you want. You really don't want that. That's not bad. In fact, it was easy. Had to make one. From the highlight from he looked really good, and he looked like he got a very good engine on him. Looking like a 4-3-3 at the weekend. I can see that. I'm guessing Rio will gonna be our free kick take. I hope so. I really, really hope so. Because he looks like he got that kind of thing. I'd love to know what he contracted. The rumours are that it's till the end of the season. The rumours are that it's 1-2 years with an option of the third. I don't know. We never know what the things are, so we'll just leave it at gospel and see what will get said. Armstrong could make a season if Baz is out. He could really make a statement. The thing is, with Armstrong, it's just going to be, do we trust him to start from beginning, or do you put someone in like... Ingleson. I'd like to see an Ingleson Charles. I generally would like to see an Ingleson Charles midfield and then say bring on Armstrong in the second half. But I do really want to see him play the anchor with Chalobah. If Chalobah fit, I'd love to see him do an anchor role because I think when he's in that position, he calms everyone down. When he played it, the time we've seen him, he calms the attack down a little bit just to get them in position and then make the play that you need. And again, it's like what I said in the video earlier. We need to learn to play without Barry Bannon. We need to learn to play without Barry because one day we're going to have that situation where there won't be a Barry Bannon. And it'll be interesting. Ingleson, very versatile. I noticed like Pato. You can put him anywhere and he can do well. He's really good at that, Liam. It's something I'm really impressed with about his engine and how he works. Excellent is definitely back now after the window drama. Can't wait to see the newbies. It'll be good to see what happens. I think once Sissoko gets up to speed, that'll be decent. And the thing is, when you actually look at everything as a whole, I actually don't think it was that bad. When you generally look at everything as a whole, I generally don't think everything was that bad. Was it a little bit of a pain in the backside to get started so late in the window? Yeah. And Danny took responsibility to that, so fair play to him on that one. And I like that. I like a manager that's willing to take the shift of the blame for it. Good. Had to fit it into tune of Rio somehow. You didn't do too badly, to be fair, DJ. It was decent. I was very impressed. But I think the thing for me going into this game is let's just see what we can do. We are that stupid team that is really good at coming against teams that we should be beating and dropping points. And then the teams we should not be beating, we knacker up. So the takeover thing will be... No, I don't think it's BS. I don't think it's BS. Just because we haven't heard anything, don't immediately think it's BS. I don't think it's BS. I think there's something to it. But you got to remember, we take over, they take a long time. They take a hell of a long time to happen. Can Rio? Technically, yes, but I don't think he will. I think he'll get rested and brought up to speed. I think there's a chance you bring him on as a sub, but I don't think he starts the game. Put it that way. Going on here. Why is this not working? There we go. So yeah, I don't think the takeover thing's BS. I think there's something to it. Because the people who have tweeted it have got a little bit of in the know kind of stuff. I think there is something to it. But again, it's all speculation, and that's the whole thing with that thing. To be fair, Marvin hasn't started the last couple of games. I know we're saying Marvin Johnson needs a break, but did he even start the last game? Who did we play last game? Remind me. I don't think we started the last game. I think he'd been out for a while. So I don't think he really properly started games. Let's have a look. Who was it? It was Luton. Lineups. Yeah, he didn't play against Luton. Have a look. A look, table top goal. So yeah, I don't think he played much actually. So to say give him a break, I'm intrigued by that one because I generally don't think he played a lot of games recently. I think he'd been on the bench more than he's actually played. I do like it was a weird one. I do like a half 12 kickoff, but I also hate a half 12 kickoff at the same time. Let's have a look at Derby. Lineups. Derby, he played. I'm sure we've seen less of him recently. I could be wrong. Insert Worko rant. Do I have Worko rant somewhere? I need to find it. I do have it somewhere. What's that? I need to sort out my buttons. Did the Worko rant somewhere? I need to get that on the board. It was on the board and I had to reset it. But yeah. Speculation. What's all this speculation? I think it's a famous Dan commentary person we are referring to. I really need to get on the board. Oh, he was on here.
Warning, this is transfer speculation. This is nothing but rumor, so do not lose your mind.
That sounded like your granddad. It's the only old man voice I can do, and they all sound like that. But it is that situation for me where we need to look at it. Half 12 kickoff, only good if you win, lose, it made the weekend crap. It does, but it's the same thing of like 8 p.m. kickoffs. They're only decent if they are a win on a Friday night and you get everyone to sort it out. We've got 2 back-to-back coming up soon, which is Sunderland and Burnley. Sunderland, sorry, at the end of the month. So we've got 2 back-to-back 8 p.m. kickoff where we need to try and get something. It would be really, really difficult to get something out of these games. I really do think it'll be hard. But again, we are the team that should win most games, and we don't. That's the issue for me. We are very much that team that the game where you go, oh, that should be an easy win, we make it difficult. Did we miss out on a couple of players? And did we miss out on maybe a striker? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think we got an opportunity to do okay. Big month, how many points should you see us getting? I think it's one of the hardest months. With those 2 games at the back end, I can't say, because what is it? West Brom, Swansea, Coventry, Burnley, Sunderland. West Brom, maybe a draw. Swansea, hopefully a win. Coventry, a draw. And try and get a draw out of Burnley, Sunderland. So they're tough games. They are tough games. It's also nice to not have Plymouth midweek away. People can enjoy that one. And then we've got 2 games going into the derby, and then we've got a week off. And when you get back, you've got Cardiff. And in between that Plymouth game, you've got Norwich. So they're tough. It's a tough run coming in. My brother walked in the room and said, want his hair blue, not like... I had to play a lot. Yes, it was blue a while ago, but now it's orange due to hitting 4K. 4K. We've even hit 4,400 the other day, so we're getting closer to that 4,500 mark. So which is good. So it's slowly but surely turning the tide, which is nice. But I think for me, we have a good game versus West Brom, and I'd be really happy to see how we play. Cheers, mate. Much appreciate it. I've done pink. I wouldn't mind doing pink. I don't mind having pink hair. It's actually quite nice. I love to do the neon green one again, because that glows in the dark. 46 people watching, 19 likes. Get those likes up, people. And I think one of the things for me at the moment is there's a lot of belief in this squad. There is a lot of belief in this squad, which is something that I think is getting underrated, undermined a little bit by some other clubs. I don't think undermined the right word. Kind of thing. And it's like the Armstrong deal. I generally think my wife would divorce me if I went bald at 10k. She would absolutely divorce me. 5k blue and white, that is what I'm thinking about doing, John. That is actually one of the things I am thinking about doing blue and white stripe. We've done it once before, a long time ago. But that's what we are thinking about doing. Difficult to do, but it's also, if we get it right, it can be really good fun to do. On the method, I'm picking out words that I can't... I think why the belief in the club is what I'm trying to say, Matt, is I think a lot of clubs look at what's gone on behind the scenes with Chansiri, and they think the players should be down and not up for the fight and not for it, and thinking that, well, they're not going to play well because of all what's going off the pitch and stuff like that. It's that kind of thing I'm trying to say. Because I think there's a lot of clubs who may have gone, oh, well, they've got all this stuff. They're not going to play that well. They're not going to play in that position how they normally do because of how everything's going. And I think that shows you a lot of how the players just turn around and go, I think that's the one. Under the radar, that's better. But it's one of those things where I think it's very interesting with that. A lot of belief, but will break us. It will make it to Wembley and crumble like we did at Hull. Still hurts. We'll see. Underestimated. That's it. Underestimated. That's the one, Ashley. Thank you. But 10k is 10k. Only joking. Should do something wild at 5k. Maybe vote for. This was a vote for the fans. This was a fan vote one. Undermining. It's one of those things where I know what I mean. It's just like, it's that whole situation where you see a club who going through torment and going through stuff online, off the pitch. You think, oh, they shouldn't be playing that well. They should be like down and don't. Look at someone like Reading. Reading at 8th, and they got the similar situation as us off the pitch. They had to get rid of the best player. They've had to, they can't sign any players because they're in an embargo. They have to have permission. You got a so-called takeover going there. That doesn't happen. I have done black a long time ago, though. I don't think I've done it on the thing. Should dye the colour of the away kit every year, no matter the colour. Something I have thought about doing. If I had done something I thought about doing. Me losing to Huddersfield hurt worse than the Hull. Yeah, I think it did a little bit for me as well, actually, run pump, man. But I think also you look at the signing as Adam Armstrong, and I think there's going to be a lot of clubs who go, that's actually a really smart deal when you look at it. And you get him up to speed. You got another Barry Bannon type player on the pitch. I have gone red once during World Cup year when we had the red England shirts. And I lost 200 subscribers that summer. So I won't be going red anytime soon. I want... I've done that. Yeah, I've done that one. I agree with you, Nat. You should definitely do that. Where is it? Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually, to be fair. Not a bad idea. It all depends. It all depends, A, what colour it is, and B, if it's green, and I decide to use the green screen again, it'll chroma key in. And it's a nightmare when that happens. There's a lot of my old videos when I did the green screen, and I had green hair, and you can just see me as a floating head. It's really funny. But I think if we get a win at the weekend, we show the league that we're still in it and around it. And the thing is, the quicker we get to 50 points, the better. If we can get to 50 points by the Burnley-Sunderland game, I'd be very happy. Lots of reasons to positive the team. Sissoko seems like he's a good head on shoulders. With them, with Armstrong, Charles secured. Nat, new defender. I predict him at the end. We are the stupid team that does have a good run at the end of the season. We are the team that does an amazing run from about March time to the end of the season. So it'll be interesting. And you got to remember, we got an international break in between. So if there are some tired legs, there'll be a break, which will be good for some of them. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, the draws do need to go, Liam. They are the one thing that are causing us so much issues in terms of drop point. The amount of points we dropped is ridiculous, and I don't like how many it is, because if you actually add up some of the drop points where you go, oh, we should have won that, you're probably looking at being about sixth, maybe fifth, with how we played, because I don't think we've been overly bad in games. I think there's a lot of games where we just not finished the chances, and I'd be more worried as a club if we were taking no chances and getting the odd goal. But we are having a lot of chances and just not being able to hit the net. The position where it would be if we didn't drop points would be so promising for it would. Yeah, I don't like being draw pressure. Neither do I. Could you imagine Blake coming third and we... I could see it. I could see Blake coming third. I just don't know if we got enough to get sixth, even though I know there's only 2 points in it. I don't know if there's enough there. I want to say there is, but I want to see a couple of games with the boys and the new lad playing to kind of throw my cap into that one. If you go against Coventry, Burnley and Sunderland pick up points, then you're talking. But it will make the derby game very interesting. But again, we are going to be missing... Okay, mate, no worries. This is the time we got Ubbo. He signed. Do mind my delusion, guys. The thing is, you never know. If Sissoko gets fit and Hatsu can put balls into the box, it could be exactly what we're looking for Ubbo to score. Like, what annoys me, if he gets to the whole end of the season, he hasn't got one goal, he's going to have them all on his back for the summer saying, get rid, sell him. Where I think if you give him a proper preseason with him, he would be good. Out of the last 3 signings, who you're betting? Armstrong. I think Armstrong's the one that not excites me, but makes me go, that's a sensible deal. Just because it's experience in the middle of the park, and it's someone who's got a good keen eye pass. He got a really good way of playing. I like the look of the Rio and I like the look of Suzuko, but Armstrong's the one that makes me go, it's a really smart bit of business. Yeah, he is very good going forward. I'd rather win and keep a clean sheet, though, rather than going every chance. True. Uppo needs a delivery because, honestly, he's not bad, but I cannot remember the last time a proper good chance that was in the penalty he got. I feel for him, I really do. I think a lot do. Often when that happens, mate, clicking something wrong and it takes your account. Yeah, it happens. It does happen. It's not great. I keep predicting Uppo score and he doesn't, so I'll predict he won't go tomorrow. Good idea, Jeff. Let's see if that works. Good going forward, great. Maybe top 10 finish this season, then assess the summer. Yep. Suzuko could be Uppo's assistant and could turn him back into how he was last year, the new provider. We'll see. I will be surprised if any of them... the only one who may play is Armstrong. Dannington. I think Dannington could be the one to... Dannington. Armstrong could be the one to play tomorrow, Dannington. Maybe not. I think you'll probably get a full 60 from him and then him subbed off. I think he's the only one because we know Suzuko can't play because he's got a little bit of a knock and you've got to get into match fitness. And Hatsu, I don't know how much he's been training with us while he's been trying to get the negotiation going and getting him up then. Yeah, I realised what I said when I said it. Uppo definitely won't go hat-trick tomorrow. Beadle has a hat-trick tomorrow. I'm going to do booking now. Beadle got better odds than Uppo. Just check. Jesus. How many players do you think we are off top 6 to be more consistent? Well, there's no point talking about players, Glenn. The window's shut. The window's shut and we can't sign any more players because our squad allocation full. We've got a 25-man squad. So there's no point saying how many players do we think we're short off top because come the end of the season, we're going to be redoing it all over again. I think it's just about being consistent. If we can be more consistent and keep more clean sheets than drawing, I think we'll have a better chance. That's the thing. Just work with what we've got. Yeah, there's no point saying how many players we're short of because we can't do out about it now. The players are in now. Jay should be able to play a full 90 though. He's had new re-signed. Yeah, it was weird because he was a re-signing. I kept on thinking he wasn't our first signing. That's the bit where I knackered it. We got a lad so much talent, just got to use it right. Yep. Hello, punt today. Happy birthday, mate. Give a happy birthday to Louis for me, everyone. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have an excellent day. At the end of Feb, we'll know if we're going. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. I think by the end of Feb, we'll know roughly where we are. Ian and Jamie, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well, mate. You have been making me laugh with your edits on post. It's really funny. No, Gasama's not out of contract in the summer. Where are you? No, he's not. Gasama is not out of contract. Masaba is. Masaba's the one out of contract in the summer. Gasama's got another year after this. I don't know how many times you have to say Gasama's out of contract every stream when we've done one. Gasama's still in contract for another year after this. We need to get a new contract in front of him ASAP. I think this is where we start getting contracts sorted. So whoever we are going to get in. No, but you said before about him before, Glenn. You said you have asked about Gasama before, and I said it's next season. Well, we can still sign free. We can sign free, but we don't have any room. Unless you're gonna take someone like Liam Palmer out of the squad list, we've got no room. The 25-man squad will go in and it'll be full. I'm a terrible. Oh, I get that, Jamie. I get it with doing videos, and you got to imagine how many times I've made a mistake in a video and I've gone to have to cut it and the edit looks rubbish. Who do you think will leave in the summer? I think this is Marvin's last season. I potentially think Liam's last season. Smith and a Whitway will leave. There's a lot. I reckon you've got at least 5 or 6 that'll be gone in the summer. Generally, I think there'll be 5 or 6, maybe 7 that'll be gone in the summer. I think there's a lot of people who need to have new stuff. Can we get another year? I think we can get another year out of Bannon. But I think after that year, it could be the last year. Bannon will go into backroom. I hope so. I hope he does go into the backroom stuff. It'd be good if he did. But I'll be interested to see what he does there. This is trying to get 10 more years. Yeah, that did sound like threatening. But yeah, I generally think we got. I think I said before, that I generally think we need a refresh in the summer, but Andy pulled me up on it and said it's more of another rebuild, and I think he's right now. I bet Bannon's already got a couple. I think Bannon's already got some of his badges. I think he's already got some. So having someone will help. But I can see Bav with another bullet. I can see that, yeah. Just hope Danny gets a good summer transfer. If Danny gets a good summer transfer window, we'll be good. Like, generally, we will be good if he gets a good window. But it all depends. Room for a new player, though, if the older player, but also loans are going to be around 10 players will be lost. Yeah. It's going to be about a full squad again. Which is annoying. I think some will get deals. Like, I think Masaba will get deals. I think you know who keeper-wise you're probably going to get. Ian Jake being a busy day. Not much, Barry. Hope you're well, mate. We've got to be smart. There'll be a lot of good free agents in the summer. There's still a lot of good free agents now. They're just not played. There's a lot of free agents now that don't get the chance to play because they're asking too much. For me, I think Palmer, Pato, Smith, Johnson, maybe more. Musa, Chalobah. Well, Chalobah, I'm not 100% sure. I think. Drop me Allen key. I think Chalobah's got. I think Chalobah's got a 2-year contract. For me, Kabachi's not going anywhere on that one, mate. Kabachi's not going anywhere. He's had one injury. You can't say due to injury. He's had one injury. That's not a lot. He's had one injury. He's not come back. Kabachi's on a 3-year deal, mate. I don't see him going anywhere. Generally, I don't. McNeil might even play if he has a good summer. I reckon Johnson will. I think Johnson's going. Jake gonna be a busy. I'm gonna be a very busy boy in the summer. I've always see it coming. Sometimes we do need to. To be fair, in the summer we were quick. In the summer we were quick on transfers. It's January where we're always slow, and that's why we need to get better. Do you think Charles? I think Charles is number 1 next season, Jamie. I've always said that. Danny's gonna have to. Yeah, I hate to say this. He's in contract, Liz. He's in a contract. If someone comes and buys him, then great. But he's in a contract. Let's put a lot of the negative crap about Danny and if he's going to be gone to one side. Because I had about up to here with it in January. And I can't be dealing with that crap. If he goes, he goes. While he's here and he's in contract, we see what happens. Captain Belden, boom, boom, boom. Chalobah got potential. I really like that. He just needs to play. Quality over quantity. Yeah, but you don't get quality over quantity without bending a bit. You can say quality over quantity, but you're losing 10 players. You need 10 players back. So you're going to need to have quantity. And quality over quantity is not going to be decent. But I think for me, Liz, if he goes, he goes. But nothing. Someone's got to pay for league clause. If someone wants to pay for league clause, then fine, he goes. But right now, if DC can get in the kind of go, look, let's get everything that's happened in the past and move forward, what to say that Danny gets so close to playoffs is like, I want another crack and see if I can get it done. Because if Danny can come in his first job as manager, save a team from relegation, nearly get playoffs, and then say get playoffs or close to top 2 the following season, that looks look better on his CV than save relegation, just missed out playoffs. It gives him a chance to know what he can do. If Danny would go, he would have gone Southampton sniffing. I think Charles have worked so hard the last few. He deserved the first team role. Yep, I agree. If when didn't matter Danny ambition his days, yeah, I agree. To be fair, we might lose 10 players, but chance he does what he did this summer. We can't complain. Danny can't play. No, I think DC backed Danny. The problem is that with DC, when we get to January, we always struggle with the January window. We've never been great in the January window. And that's where we've got to improve. He'll be remembered for as long as I love, no matter if we lose him. Oh, he'll always be remembered and thought of. Can't say only 4-5 were coming in the summer, and he said he suspected the pride and ended up with 11. The thing is, I think the thing is, you look at what we've got to do in the summer. It all depends on what Danny can do and what the budget is. If there's a budget there to get more players, then fantastic. If the budget ain't there, you look at a different way of doing it. I think some of the players we got in the summer were smart signing. They were quick. You were quick to get some, and we'll probably need to do that again and be quick. I think where we need to improve on a transfer point of view is the January side of it. If we can get January side of the window better, then we'll be up there. But let's see where we go, because there's no point talking about the summer yet until we know where we are. Because at the end of the day, we're 2 points off playoffs. What said that by some weird miracle, I don't think it'll happen, but knowing my luck, we get playoffs and say we went up by playoffs, that changes everything. That changes how everything was. I think we had chicken nuggets and chips because we needed something simple because it was a late one. Because who said we did? It would be a very Wednesday thing to do. Have all this torment in throughout the season and get to playoffs and win it. Even if it's only for a season. Hey, a season, it's still parachute payments. You still get like a good, decent amount where, I'll be honest with you, if we went up, I'd be doing what Burnley did. So what they did is they took all the TV money and moved, I think they moved site and built a brand new training facility. That's what I'd be doing. The moment you go up, you build a brand new training facility and you get it more up to speed, and that helps then. And then you reinvest your parachute money. Chante need to keep the microphone because he doesn't understand the moral to fair coming up with goals. Tomorrow is a massive game, top 6. I am doing a watch along tomorrow, Lewis. 12:30 p.m. There will be a watch along for the West Brom game. Join us tomorrow. So I am doing a watch along, yes. 4th, 5th, and 6th to squad. Never say never like we did last year. It'll be interesting. Yep. Crazy to think that we might go from Birmingham City at home last year to Old Trafford away next year. Dreams every day. If it's away from home, then yeah. I don't want playoffs this year. I'd be happy to finish 7th and build on the youngsters we got. Like, makes sense. I get that, Jamie. I do understand that. One season is nearly 200 million revenue. Exactly, Barry. It's hard to say. It's hard to turn it down. Champions League season after that, or not Europa. Have a good one, Dannington. Have a good one. I'll take the watch along while I'm at the gym. Give me more move. No worries, man. I hope you're doing well at the gym. I think we should do a Forest, sign 100 defenders. Well, we have done that. We looked at 100 defenders. We just didn't sign them. We can't... No, the top 3's done. Top 3 between Burnley, Sheffield United and Leeds. Why do I keep dropping this Alan Key? I think that's done. Plus, I have what does in the Prem. So have I. We're still crap. We are still crap at the back. But, let's see. Remember this time last year? This time last year, everyone had us set to go down. I don't like 12:30 kickoff. They're too early. Not our call, Liz. All to do with Guy Sports, that one. I prefer it because I get a bit more of an afternoon. The goal difference needs to get sorted. I think Armstrong may. but the other two won't. Hatsu, I think he'll need a bit more time to get up, and Sissoko can't start because he's been injured, so we need to build him up. So yeah, I don't think any of them will be starting to, apart from Armstrong. I think he's the only one that'll start. Oh, and technically Shea, because Shea was technically a new signing in air quote. He was a re-sign. Guy T is yeah. I agree. I do agree with that. I'm not a fan that how much I pay for my guy bill. Go to bed now and trick your brain. It between Blackburn, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Watford, Norwich, Wednesday, Bristol City, and 2. Yeah, it's actually Glenn. I think it's from about 17th onwards. There's not much in it. Hang on, let me go to the table a minute. I got to stop dropping this Allen key. Could do me head in. Hang on. Give me a minute. Table. If you go from about 16th, Oxford on 37, Preston on 37, Millwall on 40, QPR on 41, Watford on 41, Coventry on 41, us, Bristol and Norwich are all on 42, Middlesbrough, West Brom 44, Blackburn 45. It's interest. I'm going to put it down actually. That's my ADHD kicking in. I need something to just kind of keep my brain going. Bristol are doing well. Bristol are doing very well, but they are playing like a mid-table team. Our biggest issue is that goal difference. Matava and Sissoko link up could be interesting, by the way, being shown in training clips in his interview today. Yep, it looked like that could be interesting. That interview looked like it was interesting. I had it playing on in the background with subtitles while we were doing this stream. The interesting thing is Sissoko and Masaba played together at one of the clubs, so they've already got a relationship there, which is good. Is it Sissoko or Sissoko? You're asking the wrong person on names there. I'll just go with Sissoko, kind of thing. For me, if it's wrong, it's wrong. Someone else told me it's wrong. They always do. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully Wednesday can go and have a good game tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, we could go 6. If Middlesbrough and everyone else go on. Because to play at Plymouth. Oh, God, that'll be interesting. It's Mufasa. Just call him number 16. Yeah, Mufasa. What has it been with this season with commentary we've had on some of our players? I know I'm bad at times, but Jesus, some of the guy commentary have been so bad. It reminds me back of the old New Hugh day where Nahu or Hugh. It was weird when you'd say New Hugh. Gasama, yeah, Gaffman. Even though it's doubtful to see, it's still pronounced as in Musa Sissoko. Thank you. Yeah, there've been so many different things. Nuhu, yeah. So Rayo is number 28 and Sissoko is number 16. Can he do a Hadouken? Bloody hell, you're getting me remembering some stuff. Worst thing is was Michael Gray who Masama yeah. That did my head in. All the game. Like, I got so angry at that game. I think I was doing a watch along at that game. If I remember correctly, I was doing a watch along. I kept on saying, it's Masaba. Chris Powell plays centre back tomorrow, Justin. How long have I... No one knows, mate. No one knows, Glenn. We don't know how long players sign. We never, ever let that information go. I know there's people saying there's been a Japanese article saying he's here till the end of the season. No one knows. So your good will be as good as mine kind of thing. I'm hoping it's a 2-year with an option of the 3rd because I think 27 is a good age to get in. I did quite enjoy when Windass scored for us this season though. Thanks, guy. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I am going to... yeah, he did call him Dean, didn't he? I'm going to leave it there. I will see you tomorrow at 12:30. Call it about 12:20, 12:25, so we can do team sheets. But We are doing a watch along tomorrow at the kickoff time. Join me for that. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy it. Stay warm. Stay safe because apparently it's going to be a lot of bad weather. And have an absolute brilliant one. Brilliant one. Wow, Jake. That's some messed up dyslexia right there. Anyway, have a good one and see you in the next one. Bye.